Welcome back to Aether Race. This is week 103, day 2. Yeah, almost forgot what week it was. Week 103, day 2. Defense. We got a failure. This time we lost all 30 points, unlike this one, which we're only supposed to lose 10. But yeah, I'll go with the match and then I'll show you their units and you'll see why. There was pretty much no chance at me winning this one. But yeah, we'll just go through the match first. So they got Spring Idun as their main tank. Lots of rallying before any attack. Now she's getting plus 17 speed, which means she's avoiding my no follow-up. She's avoiding my no follow-up from my Sophis, which again has over 50 speed.
It's spring!
It was my Bernie. Bernie has a lull, so and then she's able to finish me off because, well, I was damaged enough. Alright, and set up the other way. Then she's in harsh commands and then finally attack. And again, Lilina is not going to be able to do anything since she's running an anti-Hector set, which means triangle adept, and that's why she gets destroyed. And unfortunately, Erika's Idun prevents follow-up, so if we're not able to hit, then we're not able to proc Luna. This ball tower, which doesn't really do much on this specific map. And yeah, poor Uni gets destroyed right here. Because even if she could get her double off, it wouldn't work because Spring Idun prevents follow-ups and neutralizes debuffs. So yep, from here all we got left is Eldigan, which is able to take one hit, but that's about it. Sorry about that. Alright, so now let me show you their actual team. So this is a +1 Peony, Chilres, Mumbo, Halloween Robin, just reposition, rest is base kid. +4, +5, Air, attack and defense tactics, Smite. Kaden, Shove, Luna, Speed Wrestling, Drive Rest, and Drive Def. And then we have a +10/+10 Summoner support is Spring Idun. So yeah, there was no way to take this thing down. Especially because her whole thing is to nullify debuffs. So, and then she's getting Kaden buffs, and then she's getting her own buffs from Fear Stance, which she doesn't, yeah. And Horn neutralizes penalty and inflicts attack -6. Yeah, she doesn't get is the other Idun, the one that gets stats. But still, look at that. Neutralizing debuffs means pretty much free. And she's eating everything, so really nothing I can do. Plus, look at that speed. 38 speed. Well, actually she had 38 +6, 44, and then the Kaden giving her another +6. She had 50 speed, which is why she was able to avoid the no follow-up from my Sotis. Not that Sotis was able to do much damage with freaking 53 res. But still. So yeah, I mean, nothing I can do against team like that. Hey, even if I had Elwood, legendary Elwood instead of legendary Erica. I mean, maybe if I had like duo Ephraim, am I meant to say legendary Ephraim instead of legendary? If I had duo Ephraim with armor effectiveness, but her special effect is to nullify effectiveness, so she could have done that. So yeah, there was no way I could beat that team with my team setup. So let's get on. But first, I decided to give Fjorm attack Death solo and give Edelgard the speed rest solo. The rest helps Edelgard a little more, and after yesterday missing a kill by one, we need all the attack we can get. And we still have enough speed, like we still have plenty of speed because of with Peony giving her her speed over here. And if we're running the Lucina set, we have more speed. But yeah, so let's get on. Alright, we have an Edelgard and a Bramimon and a Kiria, and running the anti-panic set 70, which means we cannot avoid it. I think triple mythic we can avoid it. Triple mythic puts me at 66. No, so no, I cannot avoid it even with triple mythic. Yeah, 51 plus 10 is 61 plus 5 is 66. So no, I mean, Zane can avoid it, but it really doesn't matter. He does some unit that doesn't care if he gets panic or not. The only problem with him tanking is, well, he'll have enough speed to let Bramimon proc his effect. And then Kiria being Kiria. So I think we can kill that Bramimon. We have the attack now. And here's his LOL attack rest. So with heavy blade, but 61 attack, 68 attack. Brahman, such a pain. And then I still need to kill. I think I need to go with Edelgard. Just because of Bramimon getting bonus doubler too, which doesn't matter if he gets panic. So I need to set up with Edelgard over here, or destroy the panic manor and then set her up. She has a lot less HP than Fjorm. No, she has actually the same speed as Fjorm, 66. On a double. So we'll go with this set. I don't think I need Fjorm. And Zane should be strong enough to handle Kiria. Or do I need Lucina to handle Kiria? Alright, I get more defense out of this team. Do I need the defense? Not really. So we'll go with this team.
Good morning.
So let's actually look at their team. +6 +2 Raisin with speed and rest tactics. Yune, Hardy Bearing. Trapped Elwood, so all he's there is for bonus doubler. 61, 61. Oh, I see what you're doing. Everybody has 61, so everybody gets bonus doubler. I see what you're trying to do. Well, at least there's no infantry poles, so
Tread carefully.
I think it's best to tank from here, because we can even tank Edelgar. And that is a 1. Okay, good. Those are not
Understood.
high investment. Alright. Could I destroy this? I don't think I have a way to destroy it on turn 1. Just, yeah. I don't have a way to set up on turn 1, so
This way?
you can do it like this.
Ready.
There really is no reason to leave
What's
that up.
next? The choice is clear. Forward.
Alright. So I'm getting hit by chill attack.
Your orders. Tread carefully. Maybe this way. Good morning.
Kind of wanted to put you under here
Ready.
for the extra. Well, against Prime 1 doesn't really matter.
Maybe this way. The choice is clear.
You can take that,
What's next?
set up over here.
The glimmer of life.
And don't destroy anything.
I smell sweets.
Alright. That second hit doesn't hurt as much, so
No mercy. I'll cut my own path. You can't stop me.
then Yuna dies, and I get to heal.
You can't stop me.
Then there goes Bramimon. He gets one-shotted, so and Kiria cannot reach. And now Kiria is getting whatchamacallit, panic.
Forward.
Ray even
Tread
got the Aether,
carefully.
so. What do you have? Bonfire, so there is no need to take a bonfire to the face.
Understood.
So
What's next? Your orders. Ready. Understood. What's next? Good morning.
alright.
The choice
So
is
yeah,
clear. Forward.
we'll just stop right there.
Caress.
And we'll keep this up just in case. Alright, we can kill Kiria.
You can't stop me.
And then Edelgar. Her bonfire doesn't do a lot of
Can't
damage,
stop me.
thanks
I
to the
won't
damage
back
reduction,
I won't back down.
which is why I decided not to attack.
Yeah! I'll cut my own path.
I will not be controlled.
I'll cut my own path.
Okay,
The choice is clear. This way? Your orders. Maybe this way. I smell sweets. The glimmer of life.
and from here we can finish it off with Zane.
Boo.
Yep,
Understood.
so let's even give him a little bit of speed.
Your orders.
I smell sweets.
And there we go.
Boo!
All right, so yeah. Edgar, Brave Edgar is really good unit. It's a really good counter to non-hardy bearing Baramimons. Not hardy bearing, no infantry pulse Baramimon. Because you can easily take that second hit. Alright. So we're still playing ahead of the curve because we did the extra match yesterday. No need to do an extra match today. So let's see how everybody is doing. Also, Rhea is already in the game. What are you talking about? Alright, this puts us at 4th place behind Rekadol, Kitsune, and Gavs. Speedy Itsuki must have lost on defense, which is why he dropped. He was in 1st place or 2nd place yesterday. I forgot. So yeah, we are minus 33 points from Rex. So if he loses a match, that should put us even with him. Everybody else, PX01, Kako, Sushi, Ghostin, Lamres, Neo Swordsman, ECLA, Diego, Matt, Dark Luster, Luis, which you're back in tier 21. So good on you. I heard you were not able to play yesterday, and that's why you had dropped. So that sucks, but as long as you can still climb, it's fine. And then yeah, some people have stopped playing, and they've fallen down the ranks. All right. The only other thing to note is that we now know who the legendary hero is gonna be, and I'm gonna say no one's surprised because we knew there was gonna be 2 open slots for blue. Is Dimitri. So legendary Dimitri, I gotta say, lower the volume for the videos. They tend to be a lot louder than it needs to be. So let's talk about legendary Dimitri, which I think he's way better than Brave Dimitri.
But we can still help one another.
So first of all, he has damage reduction and damage reductions against AoE, which is very important. So he basically gets a slaying effect, a start of combat if in his HP. So if his HP is above 25%, he gets +5 to all stats during combat. And if his speed is greater than 4, so it reduces damage from combat, area effects, percentage, basically spur, close combat, repel, without the movement or the 5 damage that spur gives you. Which means you could technically run it and stack it with a spur if you want, and then stack it with a flame, but we'll get onto that. So he has an AoE special, which is like whatever, you can get rid of that and give him a healing special. Aether, Soul. Yeah, you can run Soul if you run Brave Lucina, because it'll be the same as we did with Edgar in the match we just fought. You just get instant Soul. Surly Impact, if you're going to use him for AR, you're going to get rid of that and give him distinct counter. Then he has, let's talk about the C skill first because it's just easier. So this is a new type of skill, which is called an Odd Tempest. It's at the start of odd number turns, you can move 1 extra space. That turn only, does not stack. I'm hoping this is for infantry and flyers only, not for cavalry, because if it is for cavalry, they had to make it so it doesn't work on ranged cavalry, because then that gives him 4 movement and 2 attack spaces, which means they'll have a 6 range. And this is why, like, Annette's weapon doesn't work against range cavalry just because it's way too. The range becomes way too big. So I'm hoping it just stays with infantry and flyers. Maybe. No, let's not give it to cavalry just because then you'll just see Ellywoods with it, and Ellywood is already annoying enough for most people. So infantry and flyers. Armors are needed because they have armor stride. So there's no point in giving armor stride is better just because all you need to be is by yourself to get the full effect. So it's a little better than all Tempest, and they don't stack anyway. So it doesn't stack with. So it's not like you can give it to, say, legendary. I mean Brave Edelgard, since she gets a +1 movement from her weapon. But yeah, his unique skill is Atrocity. Is at start of combat, if foe's HP is 50%, boosts damage by 25% of unit's attack, and after combat inflicts attack speed def rest -5, and special cooldown +1 on target. Meaning he has a special, what's it called, pulse smoke in his B slot, which is insane because that's just free pulse smoke. And the condition is pretty easy because at the start of combat, most of your enemies are going to be at above 50% HP unless you're a Bolt Tower only user, someone who only moves on Bolt Tower turns when the enemy is weakened, then he won't get that. But if you don't solely rely on Bolt Tower and Bolt Tower only, then it's very easy to get that extra damage. And then inflict the -5 to all stats and a special cooldown down -1. So we actually get to see his stats, which is pretty rare for a legendary hero. We usually see them for like duo units, not pair up units, which is what Dimitri is. So here we get to see him. So yeah, 59 with his weapon means -16, which means he has 43 attack, 44 speed, 39 defense, and 19 res. Now 19 res is kind of low, but because he has a damage reduction, and you can easily build on his res, like go with a res spoon. Having that low res means it's easier for him to avoid dark shrines. And you're gonna give him speed res solo anyway, because he has a spur, so he needs the speed, and he wants the res. You're gonna run him with a Brave Lucina, giving the breath effect, so you could run him with Soul, and with Brave Lucina you can just run her with double drive res, to give him +9 res. So his res, you can work with his res. You can even run him in a double air team on light. You can work with his res. That's not really that big of a deal, having res that low, because it's workable. There's a lot of ways to patch out res, and especially because of the AoE reduction. So the AoE reduction, because in combat buffs don't work against AoEs, having that AoE reduction is really helpful for him. And having the pulse smoke means he will not know. He's less likely to get hit by 2 AoEs in a row, or get hit by an AoE and then another special, just because the pulse smoke. So he's much better than Brave Dimitri, because yeah, like you can easily stack speed. Like stacking speed on defense is rare. Like most people don't stack speed on their defense teams. They rather stack attack for the one shots. So he'll probably have a little bit of trouble against stall teams if you not as much because he still has 43 base attack, but you're gonna be running him if you run him with a healing special, which you definitely should if you're running him with Brave Lucina for the special cooldown, run him with Soul for max healing. Or you could run him with Aether, but you're not gonna be healing a lot because if they survive one hit. So depends on how you want to run him. But I do consider him better than Brave Dimitri. So let's go on with the rest of the banner. And point out something that they intentionally did. Because they knew who was gonna be on this banner. So we got Grima, which is now updated by the other Grima. Ryoma, Marv, Air, Alm, Trasier, Legendary Chrome sharing color with him, and Legendary Elegar, Fallen Leon, and Fallen Corn. Finally, Mirabilis. So, blue is great. You kind of don't want to pull Fallen Male Corrin, even though he's a really strong unit. He's a really powerful unit, but you kind of don't want to pull him just because Chrome and Dimitri are just better options to go for. But he has I think attack speed solo 4. So that's good for skilling Headrens if you want it like that. And like I said, he's not a bad unit. He's a pretty strong unit. I think he has 180 BST anyway, or 175. I forgot which one it is. But he scores like an armor unit. No, I think he does have the 180 BST anyway, so you can use him for arena and stuff like that. I would say most people are going to consider red the weakest color just because a lot of people don't like Legendary Ryoma and Marv. Now, Mirabilis is really good. So if you don't have a Mirabilis, I suggest you at least try to get her. Next, probably Colorless is where people would consider the weakest because everyone you see it over covering these banners, they'll say anytime you see them, see Air, Peony, Legendary Ike, Fjorm on a banner, they always say, well, you already have a free one, but you kind of need merges on them anyway. So, but yeah, a lot of people consider Robin a really weak legendary hero, and her Halloween version is better than her, just flat out better. I wish they gave us now not skilling heritage, but a skill workshop so we can get like special skills from other heroes. So she could get dragon skin as opposed to dragon scale, or dragon scale as opposed to dragon scale. I forgot which one she has and which one the Halloween one has. But yeah, a lot of people are probably going to consider this the weakest color, either this colorless or red, or they'll put them at the same at the bottom. Green does have Legendary Edgar, Trasier, and Fallen Leon, which Fallen Leon is a really good unit against all magic teams. Edgar, you see her, a lot of people use her on Aether Race just as a Gale Force unit, and one of the strongest Gale Force units because of her ability to Gale Force twice in one turn. And then Trasier, which is still an incredibly oppressive unit in Astro Season. But yeah, blue definitely is the best color in which you don't want to pull out Legendary Fallen Corrin. The only problem I have with Dimitri is that he's water, which means he's going to compete with Fjorm on my water seasons. If he had been like Earth, they probably wouldn't make it fire because Edgar is fire. So, but if he had been Earth, that would have been a lot better for me, because I can use him on Earth Fire season or Earth Wind season. I'm assuming that Claude is going to be Wind when he's released. But yeah, I wish he had been Earth instead of Water, just because, like I said, he's going to compete for my Infantry Lance unit with Fjorm, and I already invested a lot into Fjorm. So I'm probably going to use her over him on most cases. Like if he's the bonus unit, definitely gonna use him. No questions asked. If I get him, also like there is the gotcha part. But if you notice that he needs distant counter, and did they not give distant counter to anybody on this banner, and that's deliberate because they could have given us legendary Hector for distant counter or any of the other units that have distant counter. But they purposely did not give us distant counter. So be on the lookout for banners that have distant counters coming out soon. Or units with distant counter. But yeah, that is Dimitri. Like I said, even though he has low res, he is still going to be a good tank just because damage reduction is king. And like I said, you can pair him up with Lucina, and you can still, if you don't want to run his B skill, you can still give him Pulse Smoke on his C slot and then give him Sport on his B slot and then give him and pair him up with a Flame for even more damage reduction, and then pair him up with and put Lucina. So Flame and Lucina run. It's gonna be a lot harder unless one of the three is a bonus unit. But if you could run all three of them at the same time. But yeah, that is it for that. Don't think, is there even anything to summon? I don't remember. Nah, there's none to summon. So yeah, that's it for Aether raids and the legendary hero banner discussion, I guess. It's not really a review. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.